We're joined on the phone by Lieutenant Maslin from the New Hampshire State Police. Lieutenant, are you with us?
I am.
Thanks for joining us. I know earlier when we spoke to you, you were saying that the estimate was between 50 to 100 vehicles. Do you have a greater estimate on numbers of vehicles involved in this crash? And have you heard anything about any serious injuries?
What we have right now at that scene, there are actually two scenes with a total of 35 vehicles combined. You have already reported on the vehicle that crashed underneath the tractor trailer and caught that on fire. And as far as injuries, there are injuries, but there are no serious injuries reported in either of the two pileups.
So no serious injuries. Of course, we've been showing that picture of that fire, and we've seen also the vehicle that was jammed under that tractor trailer. Do you have any information on if that person was injured, the person that was in that vehicle or in the truck?
I don't have the specifics on their injuries, if they were injured at all, but reports from the scene are there are no serious injuries at all, to include that crash.
Earlier we were talking about, a chain reaction crash, involving all of these vehicles. Right now, it's believed 35 vehicles, as you say, and two different scenes. So one of those scenes was including the tractor trailer and the car that caught fire. Was it the car that caught fire or the truck? Do we know?
I don't know. I believe they both ended up on fire.
And when we spoke earlier, all of these calls, were they coming in about 9:45, just call after call after call?
Yes, that's about the time that the snow squall went through.
And so we do have injuries, but at this point, no serious injuries.
That's correct.
Well, that's great news, especially when we see those pictures of the vehicles and how damaged they are. I know you have, this line of tow trucks ready to take some of the vehicles away from the scene. Have you had to transport anyone via ambulance?
They're being transported from the scene and triaged away from the scene.
They are, and I did see a fire truck, a fire engine also there. Did the fire crew have to be called in to put out the fire, do you know?
Yes, they did.
They did, so that was why that fire truck was right there at that, maybe that initial crash site. But two scenes involving 35 vehicles, no injuries at this point. How many troopers do you have out there right now?
There's at least a dozen troopers out there right now. There are injuries. There are just no serious injuries to report.
There are injuries. Do we know how many people were injured in this, or an estimate on the numbers? Or
we don't have that number available at this point.
And right now, the stretch of the highway is closed. Do you have any idea how long it's going to take you to clear this stretch of the highway?
Right now, our partners at DOT are working on clearing at least the breakdown lane. As you can see in your videos, that they're coming down they're heading south in the northbound lane. We're trying to open up at least a breakdown lane so we can get traffic flowing again.
And I mean, it must be so difficult to get anyone in there to help any motorists that might be trapped in their vehicle, or even to get the tow trucks to the vehicles that need to be removed, right?
That's correct. That's why we were asking motorists to exit before exit 24 so we could get those emergency vehicles up there to start clearing this out.
All right, and we have seen a number of vehicles leave the scene with, tow trucks leave the scene with vehicles that were just kind of crumpled up. Have you ever seen anything like this?
And we had the one in Canterbury a couple of years ago that was another 50-car pileup. And it does get very congested very quickly. And again, that's why we ask folks to stay off the highway if at all possible, so we can get the crews out there to clean this up.
What kind of injuries are we seeing here?
I haven't had any reports of exact injuries other than there are no serious injuries.
All right, Lieutenant Maslin, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.